Hey everybody, it's Don Edwards from Greenline Tactical, and I'm here to talk to you about night vision training. A lot of times people get night vision, departments get night vision, individuals get night vision, or you've had it for a while maybe and you haven't brought it out to use it. And you want to know, okay, what kind of stuff should I do to get good with this? Some of the things that you want to get used to are the differences in depth perception that you have and spatial awareness while wearing this. One clever way is to play catch. Play catch with a beach ball or something soft and big and easy. Graduate down to smaller things like tennis balls, play some cornhole or beanbag toss with it. Anything that you can do that you would normally do during the day that you need some hand and eye coordination and you need to be able to track things and see things really does help. Just getting out and walking around, going for a walk, walking in the woods, stuff like that helps. The more time you spend, the more natural it will feel. Okay, so you can do things like that without shooting at all. But now when it comes time to shoot, okay, what can you do? What's important? To me, it's important to be able to load and reduce malfunctions and reload your guns without looking. One of the problems is with night vision, we have 40-degree field of view. That's why we have to always scan. The other thing is your goggle is focused at a fixed distance. Anything close in is going to be fuzzy unless you've got a refocus type of device, but that's really not practical. You're not going to flip it back and forth, so it doesn't really do you any good. You're not really going to be able to look that mag into the mag well. And it's violating or it's blocking part of that precious 40 degrees you have. So get used to bringing the gun in, keeping it out of your face, out of your eyesight, and reloading close into the body, or keeping your rifle lower and reload it in. You may be able to glance down, but probably not. It depends on how dark it is. So get used to that and you'll be fine. Get used to being able to reduce and clear a malfunction without looking. A non-diagnostic style of malfunction clearance is what I recommend you get used to. That way, even if it's a white light environment, you may not be able to see what you're doing to diagnose a problem. So get used to that. Get used to ways of stripping the mag out and getting everything cleared. When it comes to shooting, it's relatively easy to turn on a laser, put it on the target, pull the trigger. But if you don't practice it, what you can do is you can have a hard time finding that button fires off the laser and you might hit the white light. So practicing that switchology and finding those buttons and turning things on and turning them off, laser discipline, white light discipline, those are all important things that you can do on the range, doing the same types of drills you do during the daytime, only incorporate these other tools into it. And in truth, you can do that during the daytime. You can practice turning your light on, turning it off, turning your laser on, especially using your visible laser during the daytime. Other things are shooting on the move. If that's your job, you need to practice it. You need to be good at it during the daytime, during the low light and the no light environment. Anything that is difficult or challenging to do during the daytime is going to be more challenging while wearing night vision goggles, right? So doing things like Xbox drill or zigzag or whatever your favorite shooting on the move drill is, practicing those while wearing your NVGs will make a big difference. You won't be able to necessarily see where you're going. Again, we don't have the ability to autofocus, so we can't necessarily see that cone that we're walking to. We know where it is and we're going that way, but we have to develop that kinesthetic awareness of being able to walk from point A to point B while not looking at point B, but actually scanning and reducing a sector fire and engaging targets at the same time. So we're doing a lot of things in an environment where we can't really see what we're doing. So practice shooting on the move, practice static shooting while working, turning off lasers, turning on lasers, turning off lasers and white lights, and switching shoulders where you have everything placed where you can get it from either side. That's another thing. Make sure that your gear is set up so that you can shoot it left shoulder, right shoulder if you need to without any problems, being able to find those buttons. Other things, barricade shooting. You want to practice shooting around both sides of the barricade, understanding that you may have to shoot in a manner that you make sure that laser and the muzzle both clear that barricade because it's in a different spot than what you might be used to with a flashlight or a white light. So those are all things that I recommend you get used to if you want to get proficient. Find a credible trainer, get out there and take some classes. They're fun. You'll get a lot of nuggets of information you can take back home and you can train. So get your gear, get your night vision, get out there and train and practice.